So today is Friday, January 31st. Had a great day with the kids today. One of the things I implemented in the lesson for today was a journal entry where they have to empathize and put themselves in the shoes of somebody in the Indian caste system, which existed in India up through, I think, 1949, right around that time. And it was really successful. The kids that you would expect to excel did, but even more importantly, the kids who generally are not as creative or have a hard time kind of attaching themselves to an assignment like this really flourished. The goal was to get somewhere between 3 and 5 paragraphs done in their little blue journal books that I gave them, and most got the majority of it done. A couple people got all of it done. But it was extremely successful in talking to the kids. They had a really, positive response back to it. In terms of our class's version of kind of like the ability grouping that I mentioned in my last video clip, that was absolutely tremendous today. I took the 6 or 7 students in one of our classes who were clearly farther advanced than the rest of the students, and worked with them today, and that was again, I can't state it enough, just a terrific class. We started off, I really sat down with the kids and gave them a chance to know me so they would be more comfortable in this kind of small group environment. So I think there's 7 of us total, and that worked really well. I think that it got the kids a couple laughs. I think they were able to kind of connect with me on a more personal basis, which was great. And in terms of that, I think it helped their work ethic for the rest of the day. And I think moving forward, it's a solid thing for us to build off of. Again, these are the students that you traditionally don't have to worry about doing their work anyways, but I think in order to get them to the next level, which they have the opportunity to be at, this was a crucial step forward for us to take. And thus far, it looks like it's going to be extremely beneficial. Class of 27, 6th period, having a trouble in terms of behavior. Can't tell if it's because of the sheer numbers or the kids in there. It's more today than anything else just talking over each other, trying to talk over me. And we got to a point where I would, stop the lesson every time things got out of hand, and the kids would have to quiet back down, settle down, knowing that they had the journal for homework. Made some of their classmates say, okay, student A, why don't you knock it off? We don't want to have to do all this for homework tonight. And I think this sense of a group accountability was starting to build. It's definitely going to be something that I continue to work with. I can see it taking at least a couple more weeks to try to ingrain this to the students, that even though we're a bigger class and we can have some great discussions, we want to be respectful of both classmates and the teachers involved as well. So, it wasn't necessarily out of disrespect, but I think in terms of having to rein in, 27 kids, definitely an approach needed to be implemented today. The going silent and waiting for the students to be prepared to progress the lesson worked out really well. So I was, excited to see that strategy work, and I look forward to implementing it again early next week. With that being said, I think the game plan for the weekend is creating a game for them to play next Tuesday as a little review. Looking forward to that. Also looking forward to, assessing them again. I think the journals will be great to read on Monday. I'm looking forward to that a great deal. Have maybe a little pop quiz next week, just a couple questions from either the text that we've been reading, which is our world history textbook, or our Pepper and Partnerships, which is more of a another type of secondary source, but it's closer to a real life experience that the students can, appreciate and engulf themselves in a little bit more, because it is more of a story base as opposed to a traditional, textbook. So we'll continue to work on that, but as always, leaving the day here at around 4 o'clock, excited for what will come on Monday. So that is when I will talk to you next. Bye now.